Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Jason Williams, and I'm with my tag team partner, Blake Castetter, and we are the Sunday Funday guys. Week 12 in the NFL, Blake. Playoffs are getting
Live,
close.
they are.
Getting
Are you
close.
planning for your playoffs?
Well, of course I am. In most leagues, not all of them, but most of them.
I'm looking ahead. I got defenses on lock. I think I picked up 2 today. I made a
Ooh.
trade
Oh,
this week,
when is your trade deadline? This
this
week?
weekend.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, somewhere
So I've
last week.
traded out Wandale. I traded Wandale. I
Wandale
traded
Robinson.
Jalen Warren
Oh.
and a tight end. Oh, Gadsden.
Oh, okay.
And in return, I got Henderson.
What?
Yep.
Travion Henderson. You're joking me.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Do you approve or not approve?
I'm happy for you. Whoever that sucker is you traded with, I'm not gonna.
Well, so he
right.
lost 2 receivers this
Okay.
week, and he has Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
So he needed a receiver.
Okay.
He got a comparable back
All right.
in Jalen Warren, right?
All right.
He's done well. He's averaged like 11 a game, 12 a game.
I'm still listening. Keep going.
And he got a tight end. He needed tight end help as well.
See, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of trading for receivers or tight ends unless they are a top receiver and tight end. That's just my opinion. Because I feel like you can go on the waiver wire and I feel like at least a tight end, you can get one on the waiver wire. Like somebody's doing something. Now, and again, receiver, you might have to get lucky, but you can strike gold with a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I don't know. I'm happy for you.
Let's hope that Stevenson doesn't break into the backfield carries touches too much.
I am not worried about him. He's going to come back. But, man, you can't deny – what did we talk about? You can't deny it. Like, at some point, just like Chase Brown last year, you see it.
Mm-hmm.
The explosiveness is there.
I would have gone bigger. If he had denied, I would have added Zay Flowers over Wandale.
I know.
I might have gone Chase Brown.
Yeah, that Wandale, that's where I have an issue with that.
I mean, that was the first toss. That was the first trade offer I tossed out.
I'm happy for you. Hey, you wheeled and dealed and you won.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, he lost. All right.
So then I had 2 bench spots.
Okay.
So I went out and grabbed a couple defenses just to hold on to see how it pans out. I got a week 13 matchup I needed to cover.
Mm-hmm.
And then week 16 and 17.
Are you not going to tell us defenses?
I don't know it off the top of my head. I get all my teams mixed up.
I know. You got so many. It's hard to keep track.
I did pick up Jacksonville for week 13.
Who are they playing?
Maybe it was this week. No, week 13. They got Tennessee.
Oh, there you go. Smart man. I think Jacksonville plays Arizona this week.
This week, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting game. But we digress. We're in the week 12, folks, already.
How's Josh Allen looking? Is he back?
He is back. Yes.
He's back in? Okay.
Josh Allen got a little dinged up. We thought it was potentially serious, but again, this guy's ridiculously good, and he's back doing Josh Allen things, so which is to be expected. But week 11, news and notes. We got some injuries, some surprises, all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, you got Michael Penix re-aggravating that injury, out for the remainder of the season. Mm-hmm. You got Cousins in. You got Drake London banged up. I don't know if he's going to play this week or not.
I doubt it.
I am eyeing picking up Hodges, the wide receiver for Atlanta. I'm curious to maybe take a flyer on him this week.
Who's the other receiver from Atlanta? Number 1.
Darnell Mooney?
Yeah. No?
I would. So last year when Drake London went down, Hodges came in and did this.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the game last week, Hodges stepped in. Okay. Everyone's going after Mooney because he's the name everyone knows.
Right.
Kind of like Yosivash.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be Yoshi.
Okay. Ooh, look, it's just a little little segue. Keep going.
Sean Tucker taking over for Rachaad White. I mean, we knew that he looked better. Rachaad White was struggling. We talked about that in the last episode. Man, Sean Tucker.
Whew,
3 touchdowns?
2.
2?
But like over 100 yards rushing, I believe, or close to it. Yeah, he had
a lot of yards and receiving.
He had a game.
Ridley's out for the year with the fibula. Jamar Chase suspended. So is it Yoshi? Is it somebody else? Who's going to step in this week?
Right.
Josh Jacobs is hurt. We don't know how long. They haven't even they are keeping it close to the vest, to be determined still. And so then Emmanuel Wilson, yes, but then there's a lot of whispers about Marshawn Lloyd coming off the IR.
Okay.
Might get muddy.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for that, folks.
You got DeMercado out.
Trey
Benson activated. And you've got Bam Knight and Michael Carter.
Muddy backfield.
Muddy backfield. And then one of those guys that you suggested you pick up as a late, get ahead of the waiver wire, Chris Rodriguez. He's appeared to not only perform well, but it looks like he might have taken over the backfield in Washington. They're on a bye this week, though. So if you're able to get him, you're going to have to sit out the bye week. But he's got a fairly top 6 schedule for fantasy playoffs. Yeah. And if he's that guy, go get him if you can get him.
Right. Squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, buddy.
Yeah. You did your research.
Just a little bit. I learned from the best. There we go. All right. Well, let's get into our start and sits this week, ladies and gents. I will go first. My start of the week is none other than Caleb Williams. Man, this guy, he's been coming on of late, Blake.
Has he?
Yeah, he has.
All right, let's hear it.
They're winning. And if you're a Bears fan, that's coming on.
Okay. So, but we're talking fantasy football. So give me your spiel, and then I'll tell you why I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. this guy. Number 12 QB on ESPN's rankings for this week. I think the Ben Johnson effect is finally taking over for Caleb. It feels like Caleb is starting to play the position like we thought he could as the number 1 overall pick a couple years ago. Over his last 4 games, Blake, completing 68% of his passes for 978 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, passer rating of 82.2. Best 4-game stretch, obviously, of his career. Short sample size, but definitely the best of his career. The Bears are playing the Steelers this week, who allow the 4th most passing touchdowns to QBs and the 3rd most rushing yards to QBs. What does Caleb like to do? He likes to sling it, and he likes to run it. Sounds like a great opportunity for Caleb, again, passing and running. I think Caleb this week shows up and shows out at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. There you go. Caleb Williams is my start of the week.
But so what you're not considering is since the change with Jalen Ramsey back to safety, that Steelers defense is different.
Okay.
During this time, not a single quarterback has scored more than 16.7 points.
Okay.
Flacco, Herbert, Danny Dimes, 0 for 3. And in reality, that's allowing Watt to be more aggressive and get upfield and be in the face more. So that could lead to more scrambles, could lead off to more dump-off passes. We'll see. But I don't think Williams is playing that well either. He hasn't thrown a touchdown in 3 of his last 5 games. And the only touchdown, or the only game in the last 7 where he's had multiple touchdowns, is against our Bengals.
Bengals, right?
And they suck.
Correct.
So this is like the 2024 version this is the 2024 Kyler Murray. Caleb Williams is literally the exact same thing.
Ooh, I vehemently disagree. Go ahead.
No, listen to him.
I'm listening.
He has had 5 games where he finished inside the top 10. Kyler Murray, 5 games where he finished outside of the top 20. You've got no idea what you're going to get. So 2 of those 5 where he finished inside the top 10, he was barely inside the top 10, number 9 and number 10. And they were against awful defenses. The Giants, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Washington, and Dallas.
Okay.
The 5 games that he was outside of the top 20 were against decent defenses. What about last week, though? Minnesota, he didn't look very good.
Right. I get it.
Except for running the ball.
Mm-hmm. That counts.
It does count. In fantasy, it counts as points.
In fantasy, it counts.
But his offensive line is very much upgraded. On the 11 pass attempts that he had where he was not pressured, he only completed 4.
Okay.
I'm not a believer.
All right.
Sit his butt.
Okay. What's the wager? What are we talking about? Where do you think he falls?
Outside the top 12. He's not a starter.
You don't. I think he's a starter. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
All right. You marking it down?
What are we going to put on it?
What do you mean?
Tito's and tonic?
Oh, now we're betting.
Tito's and, we got this one. I am so confident. Let's go.
Yes. And I'm about to get paid for all the bets I've won over the last 2 months. Finally. All right. Deal. There we go. Whatever your adult beverage of choice is.
Done.
A bottle. Yes.
A bottle.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I just thought it meant next night out. You cover the first set of drinks. Well,
Sunday Funday guys night out. Maybe we should do a couple reels when we hit the streets.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, show up. That's all I gotta say. I can't believe you. All right, we'll see.
So my start of the week is kind of I'm torn on it.
Right.
I'm torn on it because it really comes down to game script. It is so obvious and so easy that it might be too obvious and too easy.
No way.
Jared Goff at home against the Giants in his safe place indoors where he's good to go, right?
Yep.
Prime matchup against the Giants. But that's my main concern. Can the Giants offense put up enough points for the game script not to be to just hand it off to Gibbs, hand it off to Monty because they're up so much, they're just running the clock out. If Jackson Dart returns, he might be able to put up enough points to compete. Jameis, I don't know. We'll see. The pass defense for the Lions is not great. But the pass defense for the Giants is awful, allowing the 3rd most fantasy points to quarterbacks. They are 22nd in passing yards allowed at 225. They're tied for 2nd to last in takeaways in the entire NFL. And they're allowing 27.3 points per game, 4th most in the NFL. They've allowed 5 of the past 6 quarterbacks to score at least 21 points. And that includes Jordan Love and Caleb Williams going back to back.
Yeah.
And in their past 5 games, they've allowed 11 passing touchdowns. Opportunity galore to be QB1 this week if the Giants offense can just keep it competitive.
Which I think they will.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, they'll score some points. If Jackson Dart plays, they'll score some points.
If he clears, he's been practicing, but he hasn't cleared yet.
I think he'll clear. I think this will be I think whatever the over is, you're taking the over because the Lions will probably score 40.
Yeah.
They've been known to do that. Like well, obviously we'll get to my survivor pick, but they've won 11 straight games after a loss. So there you go. Little tidbit. So, and that they don't just win these games. They blow people out in these games. So to your point, safe pick, easy pick.
Layup.
But layup. I think the game script warrants Jared Goff has such a bad. I've never seen him play that bad in the Lions uniform. He was awful. It's like he's out there.
Philly? Yeah.
It's like I felt like he's out there seeing ghosts, and that's never good for a quarterback. I don't know what he was looking at, but
Gibbs looked freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, he ain't gonna ever look bad. I mean, he is so fast, it's ridiculous. But yeah, Jared Goff, safe pick, Blake. I think he could definitely challenge QB number 1. I don't know who else would be close. I mean, Josh Allen's playing a tough defense. Lamar has kind of been struggling, so we'll see. Getting to the sits of the week. My sit of the week is Brock Purdy. And the reason I'm sitting him is because he is ranked the number 6 QB this week in ESPN's rankings. And I'll give him credit. Didn't miss a beat last week after being out, a couple months, seems like it. To the tune of 19 for 26 for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Really good game, again, considering he had been out for a couple months. I get that, I get that he played this week, but man, the number 6 ranking on ESPN, Blake, that seems awful high. He's ranked ahead of guys like Stafford, Goff, Williams, and Prescott this week, which is, again, now the 49ers get the Panthers at home on Monday night. The Panthers defense, Blake, is surprisingly good. 8th in the league in rushing defense, 8th in the league in points allowed, and they only give up 212 passing yards a game. What this all means is Brock Purdy should not be ranked 6th this week, maybe in the future, but not this week. I would hold off on starting him this week, but moving forward, Brock definitely has some favorable matchups heading into the home stretch. Like getting into the playoffs, you look at his schedule moving forward, he's got some games that he can put up some points, but this week, no dice.
Not it.
Yeah,
I mean, Carolina's middle of the road pass defense. I think they're 16th in yards allowed.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
9 interceptions.
Okay.
68 passes defended.
Yeah. So, yep. I think they'll give him a game early on, but then I think San Francisco will basically win the game. They need to keep pace with Seattle and LA.
I'm just so I'm sitting here looking at Carolina's defense. Jadeveon Clowney has 5.5 sacks this year.
Mm-hmm. Who's he playing for now?
Carolina.
Well, that's right.
But what that made me think of is Myles Garrett has 15 and a half?
Yeah.
That's more than the entire Bengals team combined.
Mm.
Good thing we kept Trey Henderson.
Yeah. He's been great. Has he played in a month? 2 months? Yeah, that worked out well for everybody. Yep. But Myles Garrett, here's the thing with Myles Garrett, he's on the wrong team.
No doubt. It's going to suck if he breaks the record.
And he's on, yeah.
And he's on a team that is awful.
Right. But he chose that. He didn't have to go back.
He took a payday.
So God bless you, man. You'll never win a Super Bowl in Cleveland, period. Good luck with that.
You went with the biggest layup of all freaking layups at starting running back. Jason.
Not according to the ranking.
No, but
not according to
this is the second. Actually, the second biggest layup. Hunter Henry is the biggest layup.
I was going to say you got 2 layups. I got 1. I like that. All right, so Blake, quote unquote, is my layup this week, folks. Starting running back is none other than Travion Henderson. But Blake, he is the number 16th running back in ESPN's rankings. I'm going by the rankings. He's outside the top 10. So for me, that's low. 16 is low.
Fantasy Pros has him at 10.
Okay, then I'm not sure.
Big discrepancy, just 2 different sources.
Yeah. Interesting. Again, number 16, ESPN. I'm gonna do a little Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. Child, please. Over the last 2 weeks, the only running back that has more fantasy points is Devon Achane. Yes, top 2 running back the last couple weeks. Now, Travion comes back to Ohio to see if he can keep this train moving against the Bengals. Oh, yeah, the Bengals team that is by far has the worst defense in the NFL. Here are a couple stats for you. 32 out of 32 teams in the following categories, plural categories. Points per game, 33. Total yards allowed, 429. Rush yards allowed, 160.9. They're bottom. Worst team. So what I'm saying, go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I had something queued up. No team in the Super Bowl era has ever finished a season ranked last in passing yards allowed, rushing yards allowed, and points allowed. Bengals are 31st in passing.
Yeah.
32nd in rushing.
Right.
32nd in points.
That's the only reason I didn't pick the passing because they were 31.
Yeah.
I had to give him a little bit of grace. So what I'm saying, Blake, is Mr. Henderson is a start for sure and will be a top 5 fantasy running back. That's not good enough. Top 2 or 3 fantasy running back this week against the Bengals. It could get ugly. He could get 200, 2 bills this week.
And a couple tutties.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen.
My start of the week is not near as exciting.
But interesting.
Yeah. Again, in a mixed, muddy backfield. Kenneth Walker. But the matchup is great against Tennessee. He's ranked on Fantasy Pros as RB21. He looked good last week against the tough Rams run defense. going 16 for 67 with 1, plus a couple catches in the air. McDonald came out and said that Ken's showing that he's earning more opportunities to get the ball. If he follows through on that, and it holds true against the Titans, he's in for a top 10 finish. The Titans' run defense is just better than the Bengals. I mean, they're not much better. Right. 26th in yards per game allowed at 134, 31st in touchdowns per game, 1.5. Overall, allowing the 7th most points to the fantasy world running back position. He's got a top 10 line if he just gets the carries.
Yeah.
Because I have to imagine Darnold's going to get his too. They'll be up. The game script is going to be hand the ball to Kenneth Walker.
Talk about seeing ghosts. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. I was like, who is he throwing to? I mean, that was a bad performance. A real bad game. But totally agree with Kenneth Walker. If he gets the carries, he could be in line for a big day against. I think him and Charbonnet could
both
put in some work. Yeah. Yep.
Charbonnet might not be a bad flex this week.
Exactly. Or DFS.
Both
of them play. Yeah, DFS for sure. We as we always tell people, Blake, we never really look at the actual script that we're basically going over until we start doing this. But this week we kind of looked at it and noticed some things, and we noticed that we have the same sit of the week at running back, and it's none other than Ashton Jeanty. Running back 13 at ESPN. I'm going to give you a couple of things, and then Blake, I'm going to let you take it away because you got some good stuff. I'm just going to start by saying 6 carries for 7 yards last week against the Cowboys, whose run defense is awful. They're not good.
Where's Jax?
What?
6 carries for 7 yards?
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
Yes. Go ahead. You might as well say it.
6, 7.
There we go. All right. There you go. Get it out. Nope. That is not a misprint, folks. 6 carries, 7 yards. There we go. 6, 7.
That's right.
Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator for the Raiders, should be fired. You don't do that in the pros in terms of throwing the ball as much as they did with Geno Smith. Geno's my guy. I love Geno, a West Virginia guy, but this is Geno Smith. This is not Joe Burrow. This is not Josh Allen. You do not put him in a position to throw the ball that much. So shame on the Raiders for doing that, and shame on the Raiders for what they've done not to help Jeanty succeed in the NFL. Their offensive line is awful, and there's no repairing it at this point. So Jeanty is basically just an afterthought after being a top 5 running back pick this year, easily. I'm going to hand the baton off to you, and then you can take it from here, buddy, because there's no way Jeanty, if you're playing him, he is a flex at the absolute best. Flex, that's it. If that.
He's got Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think the only way that this becomes anything for him, the only way they salvaged his day last week, and he only had 4 points, was because he had 8 passes.
Right.
So this week, I do think that they're going to see what they did and hand him the rock a lot. Oh, I don't know if it makes a difference.
Not against Cleveland.
They're playing Cleveland's defense. 4th fewest points allowed at the running back position. Only 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown to a running back since week 5.
Wow.
And as you said, the O-line is a mess. They have 2 starters missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Geno Smith, what has he done? This year, he's just disappeared compared to last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be really hard to sit. So we're saying manage your expectations. His only saving grace may be a broken pass play this week.
Oh, listen, if you got some players on your team, you might be sitting him. But again, if you drafted him high, you're probably not because of his draft status. He could have capital. Yep, he could have been somebody's number 1 running back pick, which
I'd rather go get Sean Tucker and play him this week.
Correct.
Unless Bucky's back.
Or Charbonnet or Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. I get it.
But I mean, even Emmanuel Wilson.
Yep. Yeah. Devin Singletary. I mean, we keep going on.
Yes.
And on. We keep going on and on.
There are waiver wire people out there that you can get that I would start over Ashton Genty this week.
So what we're saying is, don't play Ashton Genty.
Try and find anybody else.
Anybody. You can Joe Blow off the street. Can you play running back in fantasy? Then we're good to go. But
Here's how you take a handoff.
Yep, inside elbow, buddy. You got to keep Mr. Genty off your team. It's just bad karma, in my opinion. So we'll leave that one alone because we beat a dead horse enough. But let's get to the wide receiver starts. Again, we don't look at this stuff until we start the show. And our starts of the week are 2 Bengals wide receivers, but not the 2 Bengals wide receivers you think. I'm going with the one everybody knows, and that's T. Higgins, number 6 ranked wide receiver on ESPN's rankings. For me, this is an easy pick with Jamar being suspended. T has scored a touchdown in 4 straight games, has become the favorite go-to receiver for Joe Flacco or Joe Burrow, which is kind of a developing situation when it comes to Joe Burrow's status for this Sunday's game. And again, I know T is going up against Christian Gonzalez, and we love top corners on the Sunday Funday Guys Fantasy Football Podcast. The Pats are in the middle of the road when it comes to points given up to wide receivers, so decent. But this week it's all about T. Higgins. I expect them to have a big game, especially if the game script gets out of hand, meaning the Patriots are blowing the doors off the Bengals, which could easily happen. There you go. Who's your Bengal, buddy?
Well, everyone wants me to go with Yoshi.
Okay.
That's what everyone's talking about. Yosivas.
Yes.
Well, Yosivas is struggling to catch the ball for starters. He's had an awful case of the drops this season.
Drops. Yep.
I looked a little bit deeper, and if you're from Cincinnati, you might know this guy from preseason, or you might know him from Jake Browning's first game. Mitchell Tinsley.
Who?
Mitchell Tinsley.
All right.
He plays like Jamar Chase does. So I'm suggesting take a chance. Wide receiver, throw him in your flex spot. What's the worst that happens? He doesn't get a target. It could happen. Man, but I will tell you, I've got it in my DraftKings. I will tell you.
Trying to make the playoffs, bro. You can't be messing around with it.
Well,
okay.
You might be going, holy shit, Blake, how did you know?
Sean Tucker.
Correct.
All right. This is Sean Tucker this week.
We'll see. I'm not putting a bet on this one, though, Jason.
Okay. All right. Mitchell Tinsley.
Mitchell Tinsley. So,
all right.
He's a big play. He's got great hands. I have no idea how he hasn't been signed to a longer contract yet.
Because we gave our receivers a boatload of money.
He's not going to require much, though.
We gave our receivers a boatload of money.
Let's go let Jermaine Burton go.
Okay,
Let's take his money. Give it to him.
All right,
so
fair enough.
If you remember years ago, everyone thought it would be T. Higgins or Tyler Boyd when Chase would go out.
Yeah.
Who did it end up being? Trent Irwin.
It did. Oh, yeah.
It did. Whenever he was out, he was the one that saw the influx of receptions and yards and touchdowns. So I imagine, like you said, Gonzalez is going to blanket T. Pat's run defense is solid. Someone has to get the passes. Yes, Yoshi is going to get an increase in targets. There's no doubt. But I think Tinsley plays more like Chase does. He's that downfield threat. He's the big play receiver. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. He's
boomer bust.
Oh, he is very boomer bust this week because we don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, take the chance. You heard it here first. If he blows up, Blake's gonna let you know about it next week.
But if he doesn't show up, we won't say a word.
Crickets.
Yep.
We're gonna let somebody know about Caleb Williams. That's definitely gonna be talked about next week.
Yes,
we're not gonna forget that one. All right, Mitchell Tinsley. Ooh, I did not. That's a wicked curve.
That's the deepest we've ever gone. I'm gonna look him up and see where he's at on Fantasy Pros ranking, if he's even ranked.
He might not be ranked. If he is, he's in the 40s. So I will. While Blake's looking that up, I'll start with my sit of the week, and it's none other than T. Mac from Carolina. He's wide receiver number 13 this week. Now, let's rewind to last week. Career games for Bryce Young and T-Mac against a really good Falcons defense. T-Mac had a stat line of 8 receptions on 12 targets for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. All the stats would let you believe that this is a great matchup for the Panthers offense. The 49ers D is not good, and quarterbacks are completing 69% of their passes with a passer rating of 104.5, which is not good at all if you're talking the 49ers defense. So all the stats will say start T-Mac, and you probably should, but I say temper your expectations. Remember, he is a rookie, and he'll have a good game, and he'll have a not-so-good game. I think this week will be the not-so-good game for T-Mac against the 49ers. Start him, but temper your expectations.
I like the matchup against the 49ers.
Okay.
Their pass defense hasn't been very good. And did you see the stat that the Panthers have won every game they've won the coin toss?
I did see that.
And lost every game that they've lost the coin toss?
So the coin toss will matter this week.
It will, big time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't wait to that last second to put the guy in or not.
I like I said, I understand why people would start him. I just think like that to ask for him to do that again back-to-back weeks. I don't see that happen. He'll get the targets. He may get 70, 80 yards, but I don't see him breaking 100 this week. He may get a touchdown, but I don't again.
He's not broken out all of a sudden.
No.
He's playing great. I mean,
yeah.
He's like wide receiver 15 on the year.
Right. But we said it was going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
We said that about all these rookies like Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins. I mean, we talked about these guys in our first episode.
Correct.
Like it's just going to take some time. RJ Harvey. I mean, we keep going on and on. Now, look, they're starting to kind of reap the benefits of, playing more and becoming what we talked about, being a pro and knowing what a pro needs to do to get on the field.
So Mitch Tinsley.
Yeah.
His best ranking across all sites.
Can I guess?
Wide receiver, 100.
What?
Hasn't caught a pass since week 9.
The deepest.
late of all time.
Ooh, that's a 2-night late.
Yes.
that's not one. That's 2 nights.
He's projected at 3.7 points.
Oh my goodness.
And the consensus ranking is 107.
Wow.
He was 121 earlier in the week.
Man. There you go, folks. There you go.
Risky business.
Hey.
On my side, sit of the week, wide receiver, A.J. Brown, the diva.
This guy.
He has been talking and talking. He got a ton of targets last week. All that squeaky wheel. He got the oil, but he failed to produce more than 49 yards on 7 catches. Mm-hmm. And he was not a threat at all. Like, they weren't afraid of him at all. He was not a big play threat in any way, shape, or form. This week he's got Dallas. Seems like a good thing, right? I mean, teams pass all over Dallas.
Sure.
But look back to week 1. 1 catch for 8 yards.
Right.
How did they do it? 2 high safety. Throughout the season, they've ran 2 high over 57% of the defensive plays. Mm-hmm. And against 2 high, Brown's target share drops to 3rd on the team at 21% and 1.33 yards per route run. 4th on the team. They are afraid to throw it over the top to him in any length at all when there's 2 high with A.J. Brown. Mm-hmm. And he's only hasn't hit pay dirt in 5 of the last 6 games. He only has 2 end zone targets the entire season, Jason. 2?
Oh, my goodness.
He also has caught less than 70% of the targets this year. He hasn't been playing well. The Eagles are winning. Why would they change anything? I don't see this week being the week that A.J. Brown all of a sudden burst onto the scene.
So I was watching the NFL Network, and there was their fantasy show, and there was a question: should you drop A.J. Brown?
Oh.
What are your thoughts about that? I mean, really?
I mean,
you're not starting him. Are you starting him? We're starting him? You're not starting him.
Not this week for sure.
When are you? When are you?
I
When
was
are
starting
you?
last. He was my start of the week last week.
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
I thought Squeaky Wheel would get the oil.
We got the oil.
It did, just not enough juice.
Yeah, not as. I'm strongly considering just dropping him. I can't, because it's tempting to just put him in there, thinking, okay, this is gonna be the week. This is gonna be the week. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna get traded in the offseason, and Philly will be done with him.
There is something to be said for letting him be someone else's problem.
Correct. I'm done with him. I have him on my team. I can't even deal with him anymore. You can tell. It's a bad relationship. It's toxic. Like, oh, put him in. This is definitely be the week. Nope. This will definitely nope. Nope. So I'm tired of saying no. So I'm strongly considering just being done with him. And
when's your trade deadline? See if you can get something.
It's like what? Like who? There's guys on the waiver wire I can get. I mean, come on.
I know, but his name value alone might get you something.
I'll see, but highly unlikely. We're not the only ones that know AJ Brown's a dud. But yeah, I think that's a great. That might be the sit of the year. He's just, I can't deal with him. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get away from receivers. We're gonna go to tight ends. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. My start of the week is Dallas Goedert. So if AJ Brown is struggling and the Eagles offense is struggling and Jalen Hurts, there's a lot of rumblings going on about Jalen Hurts not ripping it and letting it go. So anytime a quarterback has issues with whatever in terms of throwing the ball, what do they usually do?
Dump it off
to the tight end. So the Eagles only have averaged 13 points in the last 2 games. So thank God for their defense. And like I said, when you're struggling, you get back to basics. That means run the ball with Saquon. That means to get the ball to your playmakers. And one of their playmakers is Dallas Goedert. And again, to Blake's point, there have been a lot of comments from A.J. Brown about the offense. He's not wrong. Something's wrong with the offense. I don't know what it is. I don't watch enough tape to know, but it's just off. Saquon's not doing what he did last year, which we knew was going to happen. So that's putting more onus on Jalen Hurts, and he's not performing. Basically, is from what I gather. The remedy for the Wolves with the Eagles offense is the Cowboys defense, who allow the third most receptions to tight ends. So there you have it, which could be a great thing for Dallas, and the Eagles offense. I think Dallas has a game. I think Dallas Goedert, not the Dallas Cowboys, has a game, and the Eagles get back on track offensively. I think he could possibly get in the top 5 tight end status this year. Hasn't really had like a great year. He's had stretches, but not consistent. So I think this is the game where Dallas Goedert kind of goes back to his old form, his first couple years when he was, running around going crazy for Philly's offense. But I think the receivers, and something's up with Jalen Hurts and both receivers, like Slim Reaper and A.J. Brown. Even Slim Reaper's not getting the ball enough, and you can tell he's getting upset. So I think the beneficiary this week against the Cowboys will be Dallas Goedert.
Someone's got to catch the ball.
Yeah, somebody's got to get on the ball and not be afraid to rip it. I don't need to watch a lot of tape to know Jalen Hurts. Something's up with him. Like, I don't know what it is. He won't let it go. Like, he just won't pull the trigger. And it's going to come back to get him. Because if they play the Rams again in the playoffs, they're not beating the Rams. No way. So we'll see what happens. But Dallas Goedert, my start of the week at tight end. All right, buddy. Here's your layup.
Hunter Henry against the worst defense in the NFL.
Yep.
Not only can they not stop the run, but they can't stop the pass to any of the positions, including tight ends. So Hunter Henry's he hasn't had a lot of success lately. He's been pretty quiet.
Right.
But every tight end gets right against the Bengals.
Whew.
Even Mason Taylor got right against Loveland. Got right against the Bengals.
Hasn't had a game since.
Nope.
Nothing. Put all of his stats together. Still, that one game he has had more points than he had all year.
Combined. Right.
Crazy.
Bengals have allowed the most fantasy points to the tight end position. 9 tight ends have scored 10.7 or more. The Bengals have allowed 12 touchdowns to tight ends.
Ooh.
12. No one's going to catch them. They are going to be the worst team against tight ends for fantasy points the rest of the season, guaranteed just for that number alone. They could allow 0 more points the rest of the year to the tight end, and I bet they still are the worst against tight ends.
They've been the worst. I don't even want to go. Keep going. I can't.
I don't have a lot more. I mean, he may not have much future value as he's not getting the end zone targets or the downfield targets that we're used to seeing. But this week is a week you can play Hunter Henry all day. Nico Collins is down.
I'm the reason I have my head down is just I'm embarrassed of the fact that this team can't cover the tight end. I mean, after all I can't believe it. Like, and this is not the first year we've talked about this. I think since the inception of the show, we've always said the Bengals can't cover the tight end. And it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me that we're still having this conversation in 2025. But we're still having this conversation in 2025, so I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Let's just move on. We're done. I'm going to another AFC North team.
Staying in the AFC North.
Yeah, stay in the AFC North. My sit of the week is both Browns tight ends who are ranked 15th and 25. So you would think Harold Fannin and David Njoku would have great starting matchups this week against the Raiders. Well, not so fast, my friends. The Raiders have actually been pretty good against top-notch tight ends. Jake Ferguson, 4 receptions, 16 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Warren, 4 receptions, 44 yards. Travis Kelce, 3 receptions, 54 yards. And one of those receptions went for 44. So you get my point here, folks. The Raiders can actually play defense against the tight ends, Bengals, and are giving up the fourth fewest points to tight ends in terms of fantasy. So what I'm saying is stay away from both Browns tight ends this week for obvious reasons.
Not only that, but quarterback too.
Quarterback, yeah, I was going to say rookie quarterback. So this is it's a mini layup.
I don't think it's a bad idea to possibly take a flyer, get ahead of the waiver wire, and take a flyer on a bench spot for a Cleveland player.
Just don't know who yet.
Because we don't know who
right
Sanders is going to pepper.
Yep, he's going to pepper somebody.
There's going to be somebody. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tillman.
I would say so too.
That'd be my guess, but we'll see.
Could he be a late?
He could be a late for sure. He could be a get ahead of the waiver wire because he's on the waiver wires too.
Oh, there you go. All right. Your sit of the week.
Pains me to say it, but good old Fergie against Philadelphia.
Oh.
I mean, it's the exact opposite of the spectrum of what I was saying before. The Bengals, floodgates wide open. Philly, top 2 against tight ends. I mean, they are good. 37 catches, 292 yards, and 1 touchdown all year.
Ooh.
I think the Steelers had 292 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Bengals in 1 game. Just from tight ends.
Correct.
On the Dallas side of things, 4 of his past 5 games, he hasn't broke 9.3 points, including last week against the Raiders, which, by the way, that still burns me. 16 yards. He couldn't get 25 yards.
You've had some.
These last legs are getting me every freaking week. But since Land's return, I mean, his targets just haven't been there. They've been very inconsistent.
Very much so.
This is not the week to trust Ferguson. He's got a lot of tough matchups coming up, period. I've got him on my team. It sucks. It pains me. Yeah. He's not going to do what he did. But
so are you starting him?
I don't have a choice. He's my only tight end.
Well, you're not going to get another one?
I would start him over most bench or most waiver wire tight ends that are available for me. Right. Yes.
Okay. That's fine. I get it.
Just got to go with it.
Okay. All right. So getting ahead of the waiver wire? Or are we doing Survivor?
I mean, getting ahead of the waiver wire, I like Tinsley.
We know that.
I like. Well, I don't even know if that's getting ahead of the waiver wire. He's going to be a 1-week play.
Oh,
once Chase is back, he's back to bench status. Getting ahead of the waiver wire, find a Cleveland Browns skills player. If
What
Judy's
about
out there,
yeah? Yeah, I was going to say Tillman or Judy. What
Yep.
about Benson?
Oh, he's gonna be picked up. If he's not on a roster somewhere, that's crazy.
Well, you never know. But go ahead.
No, Green Bay's running back, not Wilson, but who did I mention earlier?
I forgot. The guy coming back from IR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a running back for Green Bay who's being talked about being activated off IR. Might not be this week. But who knows how long Jacobs is out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't a serious knee injury, but a knee injury nonetheless. So they're gonna have to take precautions to keep him, because you want him from the final stretch, the last like 3-4 games. That means missing 2 games, and that is what it is. So, okay, definitely get ahead of those waiver wires, especially as you're getting closer to the playoffs. A lot of injuries over the past couple of weeks, some big, some not so big, but it allows other guys to kind of step in and step up. So definitely scour that waiver wire, just because the trade deadline's over with and you think your team's set. There could be a couple guys out there that could pay dividends. Obviously, if there's an injury, something like that. Caleb Johnson, we'll see. Everybody's been waiting on him and everybody's cut him. But could this be these last few weeks? Could it be Caleb Johnson's time? We will see. Survivor picks. This still pains me to look at it, even though we're not in it. I can't in it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll start with my survivor picks, safe and caution picks. This week, I'm going with the safe pick. And I had Dallas last week over the Raiders. I feel like that was easy. So 9-1 feels pretty good, but it's not 10-0, so it really doesn't matter, Blake. Oh well.
Nope.
I got Detroit over the Giants, third highest win probability at 81.5. The Lions under MCDC have won 11 straight games after a loss. Jackson Dart comes back from concussion protocol for the Giants, we think. The Giants defense coming into the year, we thought was going to be their strength. And unfortunately, it's been their weakness. 29th in total defense and 28th in points given up at 27.3. Really nothing else needs to be said. I think the Lions will cover the spread, and I think they'll blow the Giants out. But I think the Giants will score, but just they won't be able to keep up with Detroit. We talked about that.
Yep.
No way.
You got Goff at home, indoors. Yep. He's good to go.
Yep. And my caution pick of the week is Vegas over Cleveland.
With Cleveland like that one.
Cleveland being favored. Vegas being favored. Vegas has the 9th highest win probability at 64.7. The Browns are starting Shedeur Sanders for the first time this year. So everybody in Cleveland, they're all excited. They've been waiting for it. Raiders coming off a short week. Browns having to travel cross country. Rules. We say follow the rules for as long as you can. But Fanatics, those are just several that I mentioned. It's a tricky game to pick in general, but the Browns simply have to have a better defense. And you know what I say? Defense travels. And will shut down Geno, which is not that hard to do, and his crew this weekend in Las Vegas. As I said last week, 2 bad teams, Blake. Somebody's got to win.
Someone has to win.
Somebody's got to win. So why not Vegas?
Stay away from that game.
Ooh, that's going to be an awful. Man, if you're in Vegas, you got to watch that thing. Oh, God. If you pay money to watch that game, you must be a true fan.
So as I was looking this week, man, the pick I wanted to go with was Buffalo over Houston.
Yeah.
How are we looking right now?
Well, Houston's winning.
But I didn't go with it because it was Thursday night. So I went with the 49ers over Carolina, which I don't love. But this slate this week is tough given the teams that I've already picked.
Oh, yeah.
I've used the Cardinals, the Ravens, the Seahawks, Texans, the Lions, the Rams, the Broncos, the Colts, the Packers, and the Patriots. I still like the 49ers over Carolina as my next best option. They're favored by 7, 74% win odds, 24% popular pick rate. They're the 3rd highest popular pick this week. They're at home, so you've got Carolina crossing the country.
Sure.
Brock Purdy's back. You've got Jennings and most likely Pearsall. Not my favorite pick by any means, but pickings are slim this week. So My safe pick of the week, 49ers over Carolina. I do, however, like my caution pick of the week.
Uh-oh, lay it on us.
Those Rams have been playing great.
Woo.
They got the Bucks. I'm not so sure the Bucks are going to be a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
Rams are one of the best all-around teams. They're playing good on offense. They're playing good on defense.
Mm-hmm.
We know how emotional wins impact the next week typically. Well, they've had back-to-back emotional wins against division rivals.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side of the ball, the Bucks are in desperation mode, having lost 3 of their last 4. There's a chance Bucky and Godwin are back this week. And if so, that offense becomes very dangerous and not one that I would want to take a chance on.
Interesting. I didn't see that one coming, but I see your point. I mean, how many times can you get up for a game emotionally?
Right.
At some point, you got to come back down to earth. It's a lot to ask for guys to come back and play game after game after game after game without any,
let down,
which this game is a trap game for sure. I don't know who they play next, but this is for sure. Like, okay, we played 2 tough games out of Bucks coming in and lost, whatever. Yeah, they hurt. Prime for an upset. I agree with you on that. Definitely want to watch. Social media stuff.
Still very active on Facebook, man.
Yeah.
Instagram is not near as popular. We haven't been as posting as much there. We need to sync up our accounts and have it all in one post, one time, one day, done, bada bing, bada boom. But nonetheless, we are on Instagram still. We are live on YouTube currently. If you've got questions, need advice, you can hop on either of our Facebook pages. We've got Sunday Funday Guys and then the Fantasy Football Advice page, which is continuing to grow one new member at a time with good questions and good dialogue there. If you enjoy talking fantasy football, that's the place to be right now.
It is the place to be. We're hot, man, on the social. That's social.
That's right.
We're getting there. Baby steps. Yeah, folks, shoot us some lineups. I mean, we're getting close to the playoffs. You need to make a run. We can help you be the difference. And either if you're making it or you're sitting at home wondering if you should have played whomever. So
you're not alone out there. Ask the questions.
I think we give pretty good advice. I know Blake. Who did you call? Pickens.
Oh,
I'll give you some credit on that.
Yeah,
you called Pickens, and
what was the question? Debo or Pickens?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, Debo started off hot. He 20 points.
Yeah, but Pickens, he's been hot-ter.
I was like, man, maybe I gave this guy the wrong advice, but that changed very quickly. 9 for 144 and a tutty.
Yeah. So kudos to Blake for giving out that advice to one of our Sunday Funday Fantasy Football Advice page
members. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's keep that going. Anything else, my man?
Let's wrap it up.
I think we covered it all. Well, Fanatics, that's a wrap for this episode of the Sunday Funday Guys Fantasy Football Podcast. And Fanatics, remember, make this Sunday your fun day. Sunday Funday Guys out.